people here take their tailgating very, very seriously, so I was distracted, and I am back. So what's painful is when we see people that put on a certain front, like they're hippies, like they're different, and really they have no problem having alliances with white nationalists or people that are on the dark side. And there are women in this community that, you know, I try to keep the eye contact as minimal as possible. And I see now the danger of interacting with the wrong people. I see how people will dox people now on the internet. People are changing in general. This is something that is something that I tell people that I meet for the first time when I'm describing how I view this world. And I've seen differences in social behaviors, social norms. I know when it's hot. I know when it's icy cold. And so we're entering into a period where we haven't bottomed out yet with regards to things of that nature. It's painful to do what I do where I live. It amplifies a lot of paranoia. It's painful not have any friends. It's painful not have any women in my life. It's painful not have any family in my life. It's painful in a way, probably knowing my dad will die before we actually have a deep, profound conversation about the military-industrial complex and maybe what he knows. It's painful. It's painful knowing these things and more. Probably there's people that have gossiped about me. That's that crazy guy, Alex Ansary. In the end, though, I will be the only one that accurately warned them about China and Russia and other things if these things come to pass. Right? May the image of me live on in the fantasies of many women in the post-blackout day. Maybe at least a memory of me can give you just a moment of pleasure in the darkest of hours. Yeah, but the greater reality is we're getting close. And this community don't trust me. But you know, I got to take the risk of living in it because I don't trust it. I didn't have a choice. When I get afraid, I start to see the writing on the wall, try to make some moves. You understand? Try to make some moves. The moves. So I tried to make some moves recently. I drop the camera when traffic comes by. Try to make some moves when I start feeling the heat. Now, it could be the government. It could be a foreign government. It could be a bunch of people under mind control. It could be a bunch of fake news that has these hillbillies swept up into that's a pretty bad worst case scenario. But to even know that there are people that know about me and maintain their distance anyways, because it's so weird, and they have the chance to be a friend. People have had the chance to be a friend. Yes, I was able to get out of Dodge to a certain degree, but you got to be prepared for isolation, and I'm not. But I'm going to gamble with the idea that there's time. There's time. There's time. I didn't move all the way up here to die. I didn't move all the way up here to die. Oftentimes I wonder, though, if that's my fate. And even within that paradigm of the potential of that being the fate, why then freak out, even within that paradigm? Makes no sense. Right? If we're a part of the Creator, we come from the Creator, we come from something higher, we're in a fallen world, we're in a hell realm. We're in a friggin' hell realm. Then why hold on to this world? Often ourselves seems to be a disqualifier. Seems to be a kind of a thing in this video game element of this matrix. At least that's what I believe spiritually, and we can really set ourselves back. But this world can be working 24/7 with machines to convince us the world would be better without us. There could be people that claim that they're against the depopulation agenda, but they may participate in isolating someone because they're different, as if they wish they weren't around them. You know what's happening, and I think pheromones have something to do with it, as well as energy. Pheromones, the very same thing that can attract people to each other, is the same kind of thing that can cause maybe something else, especially if an element of the species or certain races are being targeted in specific ways. Not everybody may pick up on the program. Not everybody may be overtly hateful, but they may as a collective be disgusted by certain people at the same time. I don't know what the phenomena is. I can tell you there's a time where people weren't afraid to be my friend and weren't shy about it. They're actually proud of it. Now there's, of course, we could talk about that. Maybe they were just attracted to the status part of Outside the Box TV, the guy that was on Portland, Oregon cable access. But maybe the times changed too. Maybe the ideas that Alex Ansary talks about today, which is just a deeper stab at the things that I've always talked about, maybe they're not able to handle the truth anymore. But the zombified woman is a metaphor for what we are facing and what's led to this and what allows this. It's a deep construct, and there is no gender warfare theology that leads to any solution just by simply waking up to it. This isn't something that should be designed to exclude members of the female gender, right, that may be awake, other women, not just men putting in their input, but women as well, into how we talk about the evil of the species. We're not just talking about one gender. We talk about like evil men and women, women and men. Are they outnumbering with their intent the good men and women, women and men? That's where we have to start looking at things. And when I tell you, as someone that's been doing what I've been doing for a number of years, and with most of the people that have contacted me, it's been sabotage or very shallow-minded individuals, well, that's a representation. That's a sampling. That's a DNA sampling. I've done a DNA sampling of the female Homo sapiens that have accessed my content over the years and have seen the results, and the results aren't good. In fact, the good days are behind me. So, like, various types of measuring sticks and barometers are important. It's not just about selfishness and someone's personal desires or cravings. No. When we're talking about people just even on a platonic level saying, I understand this concept. Wow. Thanks for being there. On the simplest of ways, there are times in which there was a major difference there too. A lot of senior citizens, especially many women that are no longer alive, were big-time fans of my work. The generation that followed those senior citizens that are no longer alive don't feel the same way, or they are a much smaller number. This is a sampling. It is a representation of the relevancy of the Alex Ansary message, how it is seen by the collective insectoid humanoid species. Nothing wrong with typing, right? Nothing wrong with typing. Nothing wrong with doing stuff on the computer. But when people prefer that it's all done that way, it's one thing if someone like me, though, needs to put up barriers to be safe, because a lot of people would and have stabbed me in the back. That doesn't mean then that the whole society has an excuse for not having proper manners or coming to the table with proper manners before we begin the meal of a conversation of the first words of exchange that may lead to an actual friendship. Has there been an abundance of opportunities like that? And it's like I see these people that are running around in pretty bodies in this area, and I can see how the sun can even amplify the senses, and wow, look at that, another human. But it's like I see right through the fake hippie facade. And I continue to live this experience, just like Portland, where nobody knows your name, but sometimes they do, but they're laughing at you, Alex. And they're not on your side. They're on the side of apathy. They're on the side of calling the things that I talk about a conspiracy theory. Or who knows, some of them may not even have given a chance to my content. They just see what they see on a visual level, and they make their judgment, and the voices in the head fill in the rest, and the voices in the head fill in the rest. What we're going to be going through is an energy shift. And as we become super sensitive, they're going to be flipping on the 5G. Now, some of us already got some practice being super sensitive to things, and we also got to see how the social media engagement affected us, whether it was for better or for worse. In my case, absolutely for worse. There's withdrawal symptoms, absolutely, in the sense that I'll even tell people, hey, don't talk to me on Facebook. Talk to me through one of these other mediums. Come to me at Patreon, and they won't. So I get to see like I'm communicating with a heavily addicted social media society that isn't even able to communicate properly, whether it be with full sentences, or to be fully present, or to be fully present enough to be able to go, okay, let's switch the conversation. Let's switch the conversation to a more private medium. There's so many Jeeps here. I think I mentioned that before. We got red Jeeps. So we got an episode of Forrest Gump or a scene. We got white Jeeps, green Jeeps. We got pink Jeeps. And we do, man. That's like, and then you got Alex Ansary here with his late model Toyota. I've had big ass trucks look at me like, what you thinking you damn dad doing there, damn dad boy? Driving that car without chain, you must be a city slicker. Look at me now. We got snow coming in. Paid $22. Hey, $22 for 2 refills of propane. Probably gonna last me 2 weeks. That's right, folks. Maybe at some point before the shit's the fan, I can get an actual fireplace up in here. But it's like, yeah, society would be so awake that I would be somewhat in a physical prime on A level, and I would be so isolated, so not in the dating scene, because the zombie-like nature that I've seen from others. It's like my body recognizes hot bodies and goes, wow. And then the other part of me does a scan and goes, ah, shit, there's nothing there. It's like looking through a hollow vase. I did my homework early on when social media was still active. I was like, okay, yeah, zombie apocalypse is on, yo. And they use social media to target others, even YouTube. Yeah, exposed. Yeah, dirty, dirty, dirty. Looky, exposed. It's a sick society, and it's just getting worse. You can see everybody's out and about in their fucking trucks and their fucking vehicles. Why all you need a truck when it's like this? No, we prefer to use more gas. We have trucks. We're truck people. America. What, you not American enough, Alex Ansary? Your fucking Toyota little fuck car sliding up? Yeah, well, I'm sliding up, ain't I? I'm sliding up, ain't I? You all know all your wives want to fuck me. So let's just be honest. You have to have, right, a boogie. He's a fucking ooga. Right, to take away from the fact that I, as a male, as a human, I have more going on. More going on. I'll do more in 1 week or a few days than their husbands and boyfriends will do in a lifetime to enlighten people. But the mind control within the females of the consensus reality, even if I say thank you to those of you that do support once in a while, although it's not very much and it's rare, the truth is, women as a consensus poorly pick the proper protectors. As a collective, they have not done a 5-star job with making sure that their men are keeping the world safe, their streets safe, that they aren't engaged in unnecessary barbecue sacrifices of other innocent men, women, and children. Why is that? Have you as a male, homo sapien, female, woman, kid, let's not get caught up in the boxes within the boxes. I Have you attempted to like go beyond and just, okay, if there's a reptilian amongst us or people that are vibrant, that super arcani, go beyond like the hot body and what your body chemistry wants to do to her or him. Little shout out to those lustful women for the bad men in uniform. Bad men in uniform. Right? Where does that come from? Where does that come from? Not only that, but kind of like the darker tone of shall I even say it, sexual performance art. Some people take it to a, what the fuck, dude? Are you an alien? Seriously, are you an alien? I mean, I understand a little bit of human lust, but what the fuck is this shit? Electronics and shit? Electronics and shit. What's next? USB ports? And see, I'm just going to stop right there. People literally, like, you know, hook themselves up, USB, you know, from one side to the other. So, what's happening to these people, right? As they fornicate on top of bodies upon bodies. They're like, oh, it's so good. It's so good to see our people doing these things to those people. It's so good. Let's teach our children about this history. Like, wow. Yeah, these aren't people that are able to wake up. We're in some sort of a fucking hell dimension. It's like traveling through like the slushes of hell. Well, that's where we are, folks. And there's going to be people out there like, good, ready to make some, multiply ourselves. And it's like, whoa, put on the sunglasses, thermal vision. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! It's a fucking reptilian! I want a fucking reptilian! Like, whoa, shit, that's not good, bro. That is not good. And that's a fucking greater reality. So somebody fucking heard me there. Yeah, it's not good if you want to do aliens. And if people could put on the real sunglasses and see like the wickedness of the people that they are straight up fucking and sucking off, right? You'd think that would wake them up. Well, I don't know what it is, but it feels like I got the sunglasses, baby. And, you know, there'd be women all around. I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, on one level, take another look and like, yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing there. The thing is, a man can be pulled off his path when he's being appeased by his lower senses being activated, if you will. So, I gave you some free flow. I didn't give a shit what you thought, right? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and smash those links down below. Send lots of financial energy and support. I will keep it real. I will start even a channel where I'll dump some free content. I don't know if Vimeo's the way outside of YouTube, so there's something other than VHX where I can put up controversial content and it not be on YouTube. But I gotta be impressed by the website first. Don't give me this, don't tell me you love me, don't talk some bitch shoot, don't tell me D-Tube, don't tell me crypto is the way. How about that Bitcoin? Now sliding down to about 3,100. I can imagine the thoughts in Christopher Green's head right now as he smashes his head against the wall and looks around. Where's Chad? I'm Alex Ansary signing off from somewhere out there in a strange, strange hill in Colorado. Talk to you next time.